Stranger Things Season 3, Chapter 4, the Sauna Test. Wow, now this is really ramping up nicely. This was probably my favorite episode after the pilot this season so far. This really got things going off in kind of a gross way too, with Billy and Heather taking those parents to the lair of this monster, this new monster. I'm guessing they're calling it a version of the Mind Flayer monster, that big, huge thing. Maybe it's like a smaller, condensed version, but it's weird because you can see that they're like either making clones of people or they're like invading bodies of other people. I'm not too sure exactly how it works just yet. We'll see how that plays out, but I'm really enjoying it. This season is shaping up really nicely. Chapter 4, yeah, it's definitely my second favorite episode so far. Sean Levy also directed this, written by Kate Trefe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Okay, let's continue on from last episode. Let's go with Nancy and Jonathan, who get fired this episode. You know, I thought because they were building up Jake Busey and the rest of the editors or journalists at the paper, they were kind of twits. I thought they were building them up to be kind of like a payoff, like a lark, you know, something that they would see the monster and then die in a silly way. But it may be the end of the road, because we know that the editor now is corrupted by Billy and Heather from the beginning. And yeah, he looks all sweaty and stuff, kind of like me. Like today, it's really hot outside, but I digress. Going back, yeah, the editor fires them and Nancy's all really upset and stuff. And I got to tell you this straight up. Natalia Dyer is doing a fantastic job with this season, and she's doing really good. And their story pretty much ends with her mother saying, go get the story, go follow your passions. And she ends up going to the hospital to look after that old lady that was corrupted earlier, and some weird things happened there. That was kind of weird. What else happened? Okay, the police officer and Joyce, they go to the mayor because apparently the Hopper remembered that the mayor had an interview or was talking with that motorcycle guy that Joyce saw right away from the attack in the place where the lab was after, Hopper got attacked by that guy. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. I didn't expect that many scenes, actually, with Cary Elwes. He gets beat up pretty bad. Yeah, I still think, though, they're ramping towards Hopper, or somebody's going to have to, cash in here. I think they're building towards some big dramatic payoff. And I felt that towards the end, like when they're getting Billy, trapping him in the sauna. That's what this title is called, the Sauna Test. They're basically, the entity that's in Billy doesn't like the heat. So they try to say, well, if we can get him into a hot place, then maybe that thing will get out of him or whatever. That's like the Sauna Test. And it was just that sequence when we see 11 use her abilities, and then, when Mike gets attacked by the evil Billy, we'll call him, she gets up and starts using her powers like really powerfully and strong. Yeah, I could feel like some emotions rising there. And that's why I really like this episode, because there are some real payoffs in this. And that's what really got me. Okay, and then what's going on with Dustin, Steve, and Robin with that story? They recruit a small girl to climb into the ducts to, get into that that room with the boxes at the mall. Then that obviously leads down to some elevator where they're going to go down to the lab where they're trying to break through to the upside down. That's where I'm guessing where they're going. But yeah, that's all my impressions from that, and kind of ended with a weird scenario where Billy comes back to Heather, and they're underneath in that old factory, and you see all these other people just kind of standing there under the control of this beast, and that's where it ended. Kind of an eerie ending. I would give this episode a solid 8.5 out of 10. Okay, what did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments below. All right, that's it. You can see the previous episode right here and the next one just right there. My name is James, and if you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.